As a parent, I feel that it's very important to cultivate children that have faith, that are kind, and have an appreciation and a love of learning. And I really think that the preschool is helping to develop that in my children.
Honestly, it was a lot like the school that I went to when I was a child, in the fact that there were a lot of teachers here who'd been here a long time. It was play-based. It just looked and felt like something that was very comfortable to us.
There are a lot of choices in Atlanta for preschools. When it came time for my husband and I to choose a school for our oldest daughter, there was no other choice but the preschool. I have been on the preschool board of directors for the last 4 years. During that time, we've worked on many important projects for our school, including an 8-month nationwide search for our new preschool director. Another project that we've worked on was our first ever capital campaign to build out our creative play space and STEM lab on the ground floor of our building. It was such a blessing to me to see our parents come together to support such an important project in the field of education.
The support system of parents and teachers and the administration at the school is so amazing.
And really, the preschool does become part of your family and the dynamic within your family during the time that they're here.
And it's surprising to me how starting here 10 years ago that I would have these incredible friendships and get to know these people that will be lifelong friends, that I will know them forever and ever.
The home visits for my family have been something that we've looked forward to, and it also has made our children more comfortable about starting the school year. The teachers coming into our home on their, on our children's turf just makes them so excited about then getting into the classroom.
I was looking for a school that would really nurture my child. What I didn't realize is how much the preschool would nurture me. I grew and learned so much as a parent by watching the teachers interact with my children.
We've been members with the church for many years before coming to the preschool, and when we were deciding on where to send our children to preschool, we really wanted to choose a faith-based program where our faith could be infused every day into our family life.
I really think they got a lot out of chapel.
The chapel program has been wonderful. It is so sweet, and the fact that they have music, they have a speaker every Friday that is speaking a child-friendly message, and they celebrate birthdays, and children get to come up to the front and be empowered and build their confidence.
There were just moments where they would sing songs from chapel or talk about things that they learned in chapel.
Our children get to see leaders from the church and some of their Sunday school teachers delivering the message, and it just makes their faith so much more approachable and impactful and meaningful.
I always felt like we were paired appropriately with our teachers.
Children come into our classroom and we know that they learn differently.
Right.
So this is how we have to incorporate all kinds of things.
The faculty here at the preschool looks at the current research and current studies that are going on and figure out what is the newest in education.
And we just get these great kids, and it's so much fun. I mean, and it's just fun to watch them learn and the wheels turn. And like today, we have our bats hanging in the window and our pumpkins sitting in the window. And so during snack, a student said, "Look, at the wall, you can see our bats." So we had a little lesson on shadows. So that was a little lesson in itself.
Another one of the reasons why we chose the preschool was because of their dedicated blocks of time in art and in music and in Idea Lab and in STEM, but it's all integrated together for lifelong learning.
The play that they do and
You learn through play,
and the toddlers and twos, they start right there. And what happens, the play doesn't stop. It continues on up to the 5-6 program.
It becomes more sophisticated.
It becomes more sophisticated.
And more integrated into the curriculum.
So as a teacher, I really liked the fact that the curriculum was research-based, and we use data to inform our instruction and then to further differentiate our curriculum.
And that data is kept in their folders, so we can go back and look at it and just follow it. That's an area where they've made some improvement. They need more to make more improvement.
And we can follow our curriculum to help those children develop those appropriate skills.
What I see that the children learn at the preschool has been the confidence that our children have to learn and to listen and to participate in a classroom, and also just the love of learning.
They, start here as very timid little children who, haven't quite learned independence yet, and they leave with these independent, critical thinking little creatures that just love learning and love going to school.
When they get to be acolytes in chapel and the bell ringers, that is another confidence building.
So our son has a late August birthday, so we wanted to choose a transitional kindergarten element of a preschool program that here at the preschool is called 5-6. And it would allow him to stay in the preschool environment that he was familiar with, but it would also build him up emotionally and academically for kindergarten.
When they come to 5-6, they still have that play, but that's their time that they can feel comfortable.
They can grow and develop on their own. And it has nothing, I always tell parents when you recommend that year, they are so smart that it's not how smart they are. No. It's just they need an extra year to grow and develop on their own.
They have been taught almost without even knowing they were learning. I don't know that she would have known along the way that she was learning to read. Almost, I didn't even know she was learning to read because it is so play-based, so fun, so sweet. And that really shows up in kindergarten because they hit the ground running in kindergarten. And so our children really knew what to do. They had the foundational skills.
Also, when the students leave our school,
they're so prepared. And we hear that over and over from parents.
So we started here at the preschool 10 years ago, and when it came time for my daughter to start her elementary school years, we felt very prepared by the preschool.
The consistency with the children and the consistency of the teachers, that we can see these little toddlers and 2-year-olds who grow into the 3-year-old program, and you watch them develop from walking on the rope, holding the donuts. Then when they get to the 3s, they're so proud. They have their own book bag. They get out of carpool. They walk in, that confidence building. So when they come to pre-K, they're big kids, but it's because the 2s and the 3s and the toddlers have done such an excellent job of incorporating our entire curriculum, and it starts when they're little, and those are the building blocks that we just continue, and that goes to the data that we keep in school on the age levels and how it progresses.
The school's been here for 60 plus years, so it's established and known within the community, and you really can't go wrong. It will become part of your family story, how your children develop, and it will become a very special part of their early childhood years.